group interviews for summer camp where you have to do weird team building challenges.
Like what?
Who could build the tallest tower out of this much masking tape and paper?
Actually, that would have been fun.
And you had a time limit.
That would have been fun. I would have liked that.
That was a real job interview task?
Yeah.
Could you imagine losing out on a job because you didn't have a good enough masking tape tower?
Yeah, 100%.
Casey Clarke Show.
This is the Casey Clarke Show.
If you just popped in, great to have you here. I know there's a lot of choices and you're busy and stuff like that. And for you to slide in, we so appreciate that time. Listen, if we called up your parents right now and asked them if you were a great teenager, what would they say?
What would they say? What would Linda, your mom, what would she say about you as a teen?
My mom.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
That's my mom.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Linda, single mom of 6 kids, growing up in the mean streets of Edmonton. She'd think I was amazing.
I don't believe that for
unbelievable.
A second.
She's like, you mean that angel over there? That one right there, with the brown locks?
How can I put that into words?
Oh my gosh, look at him. Is he floating? I'm thinking he's floating.
No, you weren't the best teenager.
I was so good.
In what way?
Every way.
What made you good?
Okay, so my mom, Linda, single mom of 6 kids, did not drive until I think she got her license when she was about 47 years old.
When you guys were all long gone from the home.
Yeah, I was already out of the house when she got her driver's license. Thank goodness. So I bought a car on my own. So I would like go grocery shopping for my mom, take her anywhere she needed to go, appointments, stuff like that. I was that son.
Oh, you were the golden child.
I was that son. So when I had girlfriends in high school, the moms loved me because I was like, sorry, I wish I could come over, Mrs. Murray, but I'm taking my mom to the doctors.
Oh, stop it.
Bless your heart, Casey Clarke. Bless it. Bless it right now. Bless it. Bless it. You are going to be in this family forever.
Wow.
I'm like, listen, hang on.
Get in line.
I got it. Yeah, I got to go. I'm going to take my mom. She needs her pills. Oh, bless. Meanwhile, I'm just getting her Peter Jacksons and Ryan Cokes.
Those are her pills.
She doesn't know. Okay, she doesn't know.
Doesn't need to know.
I had no idea. Bless your heart, Casey Clarke. I'm like, thank you.
But you didn't, stay out too late or not take the garbage out when you were expected to.
I would come home early, tuck mom into bed, and belt it out again. Because she's a little wobbly, right? It was fine.
Okay, so you were an okay teenager.
I was great.
Congratulations.
I was fantastic.
Okay.
I was like, nothing stuck to this kid. Shiny armor. God, love those days. You saw the picture when I was in high school. How couldn't I be a dreamboat? Those were the days.
Denim on denim mullet.
Oh.
It was so good.
Alicia, if we went to your parents and asked them, hey, how is Alicia? Was she a good kid? Was she a good teenager? What would they say? Yeah, were you? Okay. You know what? Just by that pause, I know exactly what they're going to say.
Yeah.
I wasn't as bad as a lot of kids.
Okay.
I played a lot of sports, so I feel like
Alicia, it's like, you know what? It's like when you get drunk for the first time and you get drunk on beer, you're like, well, at least it wasn't moonshine.
Yeah, right? Like, there's always someone worse I can compare to.
Of course there is.
Absolutely.
You were a mess. Are you kidding me?
I feel like I wasn't always bad, but I just feel like when you had little spurts of free time between your sports, you had to make the most of it.
Danger.
No, I was in the same boat because I played a lot of sports too. So it was like I could only go hard every so often.
Yeah, right? So you got to make up for the lost time.
But hey, listen, when you had a chance to swing at that piñata, man, you made it worth your while, hey?
The Casey Clarke Show.
If you just popped in, we're talking about if we called your parents, what would they say about you as a teenager? Everybody's like, oh, man, I was a perfect teenager, blah, blah, blah. Text line is blowing up like, oh, no, I was perfect.
I was an angel, best there ever was.
Absolutely not.
My parents wish they could go back and do it all over again because I was so great.
No, there's no way. Now,
No way.
I say this in all honesty as well, our girls are amazing.
Yes, you have raised them very
They
well.
are incredible.
Yeah.
When I hear the stories, I clutch my chest.
Yeah,
My. Like,
because your girls would never.
Oh, they wouldn't.
Yeah.
And I know everybody's like, oh, yeah, no, I'm telling you right now, they are amazing.
Yes, they are.
Like, and I'm also telling you right now, I don't know where the hell they get it from.
Right?
Oh, my wife, Susie Cusey, who I adore and love as my reason for breathing, she was a wild child.
I'm sure.
And a lot of fun.
Yes.
Like, you know.
She still is.
She still is a wild child.
Yes, I know.
So they didn't get it from her. Oh, you know what? They probably got it from me then.
Yeah, because you were apparently just the best teenager ever.
You know what?
Helping out your mom all the time.
If your skin could sparkle with a shine, mine would.
You got to get that checked out if that's
Probably.
a thing.
Yeah. It's a lot of reflection coming off that kid. You sure you want to date him? He's kind of glowing. I don't trust that.
Yeah, that's weird.
So Hillary, if we asked your parents if you were a good kid, a teenager specifically, yeah, were you? They'd say yes?
Oh, yeah.
Would they? And you followed all the rules. You didn't show up late. You unloaded the dishwasher when asked, no problem.
Oh, I did all that stuff.
You did?
I don't know.
What?
I'm sus on you, Hillary. I am so sus on you. I don't know. I think you're leading us a little bit. I think you're playing us.
I think so too.
I think you were a handful.
No.
I think
No more than anybody else.
I think you were a handful for your parents. If I called up Mr. and Mrs. Hillary right now, they would say, "Hey, do you got an hour? Let me tell you about Lil Hillary for a sec." Casey, come over here. We got an album. We got an album, Case. Honey, get the VCS's on.
I was the youngest of four, and at that point, my parents were tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I totally understand that.
Look how good she is.
You got away with murder.
Yeah, your siblings paved the way for sure.
Hey, honey, you know we got the youngest one around here?
Lots of that road.
What was her name again? The young one. You know, she runs around and messes things. What's her name again?
Have you like Holly or something?
Have you seen her? Has she checked in?
Exactly.
There's this little one that keeps on coming up to us and asking us for money. Which one is that again?
You're listening to The Casey Clarke Show. Casey Clarke Show. Minute to win it.
All right, minute to win it. 10 questions, 60 seconds. And according to Sasha, we're playing sudden death. So, Cody, you know what that means. You cannot pass on any of the questions. And if you get a question wrong, we're just going to move on and hang up and go on with our separate lives. And by the way, the first answer you give us is the answer we must take. All right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All makes sense.
Now, Code, you said you there's a few of us playing. Who's there?
We got Code and Peter.
All right.
Cody and Peter. All
Okay.
right, let's go.
Minute to win it. Let's do it.
Timer will start after I finish reading the first question. Here we go. In bowling, what is it called when you get 3 strikes in a row?
Turkey?
Pine, Brazil, macadamian are examples of what?
Nuts.
Which country is famously considered to be shaped like a boot?
Italy.
Butterfly and breaststroke are disciplines in what sport?
Swimming.
An Americano is a combination of espresso and what?
Hot water.
Joni Loves Chachi is a spin-off from what TV show?
Sorry, what was the question again?
Joni Loves Chachi is a spin-off from what TV show?
Happy Days.
Name the movie based on Stephen King's book Misery.
Ooh. The movie?
Yeah.
Misery?
Well, you got
For
it.
Pete's sake.
Just ran out of time.
Yeah, you ran out of time,
Oh, for
buddy.
Pete's
Sorry.
sake.
Okay, so we're going to go to Let's see here. Todd, I think, is up next. Todd, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Okay. In bowling, what is it called when you get 3 strikes in a row?
Turkey.
Pine, Brazil, macadamian are examples of what?
Nuts.
Which country is famously considered to be shaped like a boot?
Italy.
Butterfly and breaststroke are disciplines in what sport?
Swimming.
An Americano is a combination of espresso and what?
Hot water.
Joni Loves Chachi is a spinoff from what TV show?
Happy Days.
Name the movie based on Stephen King's book Misery.
Misery.
What rap star did Tim McGraw do a duet with in 2004?
M.
No.
Toll for Pete's sake. Toll for Pete's sake.
Sorry, I just hung up on Todd. I apologize for that. Okay. Tiff, you ready? Tiffany, you there?
I'm ready.
All right.
Okay, same rules apply. In bowling, what is it called when you get 3 strikes in a row?
Turkey.
Pine, Brazil, macadamian are examples of what?
No.
Which country is famously considered to be shaped like a boot?
Italy.
Butterfly and breaststroke are disciplines in what sport?
Swimming.
An Americano is a combination of espresso and what?
Hot water.
Joni Loves Chachi is a spinoff from what TV show?
Happy Days.
Name the movie based on Stephen King's book Misery.
Misery.
What rap star did Tim McGraw do a duet with in 2004?
Nelly.
Anna Kournikova is associated with what professional sports?
Tennis.
In what U.S. state would you find Mount Rushmore?
Washington.
Oh, no.
Toll for Pete's sake.
No.
Toll
no,
for Pete's sake.
No.
Toll for Pete's sake.
No.
Toll for Pete's sake.
That's my mom, Linda, single mom of 6 kids.
No
Tiff,
way.
Toll for Pete's sake.
Okay, Mom. That is wrong.
That's wrong. Sorry, Tiffany.
Thanks, Tiffany. Thank you. I know. That was the last question, too. Well, hold over.
I guess so. Let's do it.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's the Casey Clarke Show.
How would you handle this?
Okay, if you just popped in, another edition of How Would You Handle This with our friend Theresa.
She's a VP of a software company. She says that they have this young employee who's just been underperforming, so much so that there's been conversations about firing him. However, he just lost both of his parents. So he's going through a hard time, obviously. And she's like, should I move forward with firing him? Should I wait? Should I just keep him on for the foreseeable future? How do I handle this?
Yeah, I get it. It's business,
Yeah.
you gotta go. It rolls on.
Well, and I think in some senses, if you're the VP, you do have to make those tough decisions.
Yeah.
It's not like, say if she fired him, it's not like she's doing anything illegal.
No.
Or he can't come after her for wrongfully dismissing him, right?
Has no heart.
But it can just be
Yeah.
a crappy situation.
Yeah,
honestly.
You're just a monster. That's,
I had, when I was laid off recently, my friend that was laid off with me, her mother-in-law had just passed away, and it was her birthday.
Oh.
The day that the plug was
no
pulled.
way.
Yeah. And it was just one of those things where we couldn't do anything
Right,
about it, but we can
right.
sit there and talk about it after and be like, that was a bad move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're right. It's nothing illegal, and you're probably. Theresa VP. She has a boss as well.
Right.
Okay, so, and the further you're removed from this, the lack of investment in emotion you have in it. So yeah, her boss is like, well, just get it done.
Yeah, it can just be a bad situation at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, Carol, you heard all this. What would you do? How would you handle it?
I would hold off.
For how long?
Yeah.
For how long? A couple of months at least.
Ooh, what if he continues to just be the worst employee ever?
Well, then I would cut him loose,
Yeah.
but I'd probably give him more of a severance package
There we
to
go.
ease the blow.
That's it.
Oh, that's really nice of you.
I like that idea a lot because he's costing the company money, right?
Yeah.
So,
Right. So pay a little bit more, get rid of him sooner.
you know what?
but
I like
take
that
care of it.
strategy. Okay. All right.
But I'm a softie, so
You are,
yeah.
Carol.
Hey, that's
you know,
okay. That's not a bad thing.
we need more softies in our world.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Carol, you are amazing as usual. We hope you have a fantastic day.
And the same to you both.
Oh,
Thank
thanks,
you.
Carol.
It's the Casey Clarke Show.
How would you handle this?
If you just rolled into the show, we are doing another How Would You Handle This? And this is a crummy situation that involves our friend Theresa.
Yeah, I definitely feel for Theresa. Not that I can relate because I would avoid something like this like the plague for sure.
Yeah.
So she's the VP of a software company. She says they have this young employee. He's just been underperforming. They've been thinking about firing him. However, he just lost both his parents.
Boy.
So do they put off the firing? Do they not fire him at all? Do they have some type of a conversation? Maybe ease him into firing, if you will? Like
Yeah.
it's just a yucky situation.
Theresa, go on vacation.
Yes.
You know what? Let somebody else deal with it.
Well, I suggested just quitting.
And quitting. I mean, that's drastic.
One of the two.
Yeah.
Just separate yourself from the situation.
Pass this on to somebody else.
Yeah.
I know you're the VP of sales, but listen, you must have a director of sales.
Right.
Let them do it.
Or pass it up and give it to the president
Of sales. Yeah, absolutely. Do something.
Done.
Wash your hands of this whole thing. You know what? And then you'll get some sleep at night. That's what I would do.
Perfect.
Yeah, just run away from it.
Yes. Run away from all your problems while you're at
Isn't
it.
that the greatest advice ever?
It really is. Just bottle it up inside. Nothing bad will happen.
What a bunch of clowns. No, you know what? Business is business is business. I
Yeah.
get it. And, tomorrow will be another day. And all those cliches, I
Yes.
get it. But, we're all, at the same time, we're all just deep down human. Do the human thing. I would delay it a little bit, as much as I could.
Yeah.
See if this was a game changer.
Yeah, maybe.
And then can them.
And maybe they can come to an agreement too. Like maybe this is a time where he needs to take off work anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
And focus on healing and maybe they can come to a mutual agreement.
Walter, you had a lot of questions about this. One of which was, did this just happen because of his loss? No. They've been worried about his performance. They've been talking to him quite a bit leading up to this. And now this happened. So they're just wondering, right?
And if they have talked to him before and done an evaluation, he's still not performing, then yeah, cut the ties. Just cut it.
That's
They've
tough.
talked to him, but yeah, it is
Walter's
hard.
tough.
It's just
You know what?
yucky.
He's going to get an inheritance.
I hope so.
He's not going to be stuck with no money.
I hope you're right, my friend. I hope he gets to roll into something. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Oh, you're not wrong,
Walter.
though. Wishful thinking, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, what a crummy situation.
It is a tough situation.
Yeah.
Walter, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for your patience. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Yeah,
All right.
You too.
See ya.
Bye.
The Casey Clarke Show.
This is the Casey Clarke Show.
Thanks again for taking the time to jump in. Perhaps you have to jump out and totally understand that. That's why we've put together the all-new podcast. Boy, that sounds official, hey?
Oh, God.
That's probably the best one I've ever done.
Probably. It sounded super cheesy, though.
Yeah, it's because I'm not making fun of it.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
I don't like it almost.
No, I
Make
neither.
fun of it more.
Yeah, okay, listen, if you have nothing better to do
That's better.
and you're like, you need to go to sleep like now,
Yeah.
forget about pills, put our podcast on organically, out like a light.
Yeah, that's the thing. It is much better.
Yeah.
Company on demand. So whenever works for you, have a listen.
We're going to ask you, what is something that you've done in your life that has drastically changed your life? Let's park family just for a second out of it.
Okay, you go.
Okay, you know me. I'm not the tallest in the crowd.
True.
I'm not the fastest. I'm pretty cute. But
Okay.
but if it wasn't for CMT, and this is in all God's honesty here,
Yeah.
if I wasn't on CMT, I don't think I would have had the career that I've had. Like, I'm very blessed
Yeah.
to have been there.
Mhm.
You don't have to agree.
What? I don't even mean it in a bad
You
way.
can say, Case, no, you have copious amounts of talent.
Oh, right. You could have found other ways.
No, don't. You're always going to be a winner. Don't just hang your hat on
Come
just
on.
one thing. No, seriously.
Get real, man.
Yeah. Yes. So if it wasn't for CMT, seriously, none of this would have happened. Like, I'm thinking, like, none of it.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, I wouldn't have met my wife, wouldn't have my kids.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking big picture here, not just being on TV and counting backwards. Who cares about that?
Yeah.
I'm talking like my life. I wouldn't have had the life that I have right now if it wasn't for, think about this for a second, CMT.
And making that decision to
Oh my
go
gosh.
chase that carrot. Yeah.
And I didn't even chase it. I fell into it.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were looking for somebody and I suggested somebody else. And they're like, no, dummy, what about you? And I'm like, oh, yeah, right. I don't know. I never thought about that.
Yeah, I guess I'll give it a try.
I guess so.
See what happens.
If you really want to have a conversation, sure. That's literally how it went.
Yeah.
And then 16 years later, after being on CMT, basically country music in the community and everything else just opened up for me.
Yes.
But
absolutely.
even before that, I met my wife through being in Toronto. My wife was working at CTV.
Yeah.
So she was in the industry as well.
Right.
So for me to be in television, to meet my beautiful wife in television, like, you know what? That was something I never even thought would ever happen.
Right. Like all the puzzle pieces kind of had
Yeah.
to perfectly fall into place in order to get what you have.
Isn't that crazy?
It is very crazy when you think about
It's
it.
stupidly crazy. It's weird. Emily, same thing. Like if again, park family aside just for a bit, like something that happened in your life that totally changed it, what would that be?
That's interesting. Mine went to a workplace too. I've had a lot of different things happen in my life, but when I started farming, I did organic farming for 6.5 years. I worked for some friends of mine.
Yeah.
Changed my life.
Really?
Like I was 240 pounds prior to that in a marriage that did not suit me and was not healthy. And through farming and just getting in the earth and just working hard, and it's so hard.
Yeah.
It is such hard work.
Yeah.
And I've found health, I found fitness, I found a new marriage.
Wow. And from farming, like it's almost like you went back to the basics in a way and found yourself.
You went back to Mother Earth, and Mother Earth took care of you. Instead of you thinking you were taking care of the earth was actually taking care of you.
Yes.
100%. I loved being filthy and covered in dirt at the end of the day.
Love
and
it.
Exhausted, and it was amazing.
Drink it all in.
Yeah.
Just drink it all in.
That is awesome.
Emily, you're
It was
giving
the
me
best
chills
thing.
right now. You're actually giving me chills.
Yeah.
Okay? That is amazing. You are one heck of a human. I'm just telling you right now. You're just
Back at you guys.
one heck of a human.
Thanks.
You know what? You just made our day a lot better. So thank you for that.
Yay! You guys do that for me every day, so yay. I could return
Right back
the favor.
at you, sis.
Yay.
Right back at you. Okay? Thanks, Emily. We really do appreciate you.
Casey Clarke Show.
This is the Casey Clarke Show.
Okay, we're having some fun with the topic. Is there a point or a decision in your life that you made that drastically changed your life? And then quickly, if you just jumped in, mine was getting the opportunity to be on CMT. Not really career-wise, but it changed the rest of my life. Met my
course
wife.
of your life.
Everything, had kids. It took me to Toronto to meet her. So, you know what I mean? So,
Right.
what about you?
I think when I decided that it was okay for me to leave home, I remember when I was in high school, I pictured myself moving to like a small town outside of my hometown and just kind of, sitting out on the front porch all
Settling
day,
in.
every day.
Yeah.
And you know what? If you don't move away from your hometown, that's okay.
Oh,
There
for
is
sure.
absolutely nothing wrong with that. But at one point, I just decided, I'm going to try it. If I don't like it, I can always go back. And I find that changed the course of my life in the sense that I consider myself more, I don't like living in massive cities, but I am more of a city person than I maybe was before, because I just decided to go out there, try, see what else is out there.
I like that. I love that, in fact. Hillary, what about you? Anything that, drastically changed your life? What did you do?
Oh, I would have to say have my kids.
Wow.
Totally changed my life.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, I bet.
In an amazing way.
Now, listen, I'm going to ask you a super personal question on this. Having kids, was that a decision that you wanted, or a decision that just happened? You know what I mean?
No, it was 100% chosen.
Okay. You made that decision. It's time for kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, like, when did you, another real big question, when did you decide that you want kids? Like, were you young? Like I'll give you an example. When I was 5, for some reason, when I was little Casey Clarke, 5 years old, I said I wanted to marry a blonde lady and I wanted to be a dad. I was 5, and I totally remember that. And it had to be a blonde lady. And,
Wow. Very specific, Casey.
I know. Listen, I was 5. I was very into details.
Wow. That's amazing for a 5-year-old.
I know, right? So do you remember how old you were when you said, okay, I think I want kids?
23.
Oh.
The Casey Clarke Show.
All right, let's play another edition of 30-Second Name Game. In the hopper here is our friend Kaylee, along with Jasmine and Oliver. Hello, gang. You all set to do this?
We are ready.
Okay, you've got 30 seconds, and we need you to name 10 phrases you might hear in a courtroom. Go.
Objection.
1.
It's a good one.
Guilty.
2.
Do you have a verdict?
3.
What's your plead?
4.
Call your next witness.
5.
Good.
Counsel.
6.
Defense.
7.
Prosecution.
8.
Defendant will be remanded.
9.
Jurors, get in the box.
Jurors, get in the box.
Showtime. And they stay there. And they stay there.
Wow. I can't say for certain that would be said in a courtroom or not.
Jurors, get in the box.
Jurors,
I love that.
You're out of the box. Get back in the box. Maybe at a hockey game?
We are a hockey family.
Yeah, no, I see it. Jurors, get back in the box right now. Stop moseying around the courtroom.
We've got a job to do.
Yeah,
come on. Get back in the box.
You're not here to fraternize with everybody. Get back in the box. Jurors, everybody, back in the box.
That was really good.
Yeah. I mean, and
Thanks, guys.
Here's the thing, Kaylee, you came down to the last second.
Yes.
Like it was,
right?
we were ready to hit that buzzer, but no, you pulled the jurors, get back in the box.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Casey, I'm known for that. I am always like the last second. Yeah.
Listen, you slick little thing, you. Hang on a second.
You're listening to The Casey Clarke Show. Casey Clarke Show.
Yeah, man, that's the good stuff.
Okay, before we start this, I just got a text.
Uh-oh.
And this is the good stuff.
Oh, that's a big deal. Oh my gosh. Are you going to be able to do this?
I don't know.
Okay, share. It's a big deal.
This might, I was going to do another good stuff, but this is good stuff too. Our youngest, Macy, got her learners today. Her driver's learners today. And I just saw the picture. She's holding it up. Whew.
Aw,
Okay.
big girl. That's amazing.
Okay. I'm good. I'm fine.
Yep.
She's allowed to drive a car.
Your youngest.
Oh my gosh.
Your baby.
Yes.
Aw.
I am so proud of her.
I know you are.
Ridiculously proud of her. I mean, I'm ridiculously proud of Maggie, our oldest, as well, but I'm like, I need to shine it on her just for a second. I know I'm going to be selfish here. Just humor me for just a minute.
Sure.
Like, I can't tell you how great this kid is. I really can't. And she's going to get embarrassed and everything else, and I understand this, but please just, Macy, let me be a proud dad just for a sec. Because I just literally saw that come in, and I am just so filled with joy right now.
Did you know she was going in for her test?
And I kept it on the down low.
Yeah.
and I was super excited. I just didn't want to jinx it. Didn't want to, like,
Of course.
no pressure.
Yep.
No pressure.
All good.
I knew she's going to ace it, though. I just knew it.
Is that just a written test?
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
And
she passed the first time?
Smoked it.
No one passes their first written test.
Smoked
That's
it.
amazing.
She's incredible.
Oh.
You know what? So there.
Yeah, man, that's the good stuff.
I apologize. Super selfish, but sometimes you just got to take those victories when they come.
Yeah, for sure.
You really do.
It's the Casey Clarke Show.
Everybody's always just like, wow, congrats, he did so good. Do you guys think I let him pick my ring? Like, this is the man that I can't even send into the grocery store without putting together a poster board of everything we need. You think I trust him to go pick out the right ring that I have to wear for the rest of my life? No, I'm going with him. I picked it out.
Wow. That is the new trend right now. It's called quiet proposing, where you pick out the ring, you make an arrangement, and then you get engaged.
Right. So everybody knows what's going on. You're not pulling the wool over anybody's eyes. It does kind of lose a little bit of the spontaneity, but at least everyone knows what's happening and no one's disappointed.
Listen, communication is high.
Yeah. Well, it has to be.
Everybody's getting exactly what they want.
Mm-hmm.
No disappointment. No surprises. Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't love it. Like, as much as on paper, it's like, okay, I get it. It goes a little bit more smoothly. I'm sure the success rate is a little higher when you do it that way. But yeah, it loses some specialness.
Hey, Dale, what are you doing right now? Oh, man, what time's... Oh, man, I'm going to lay... I got to go, boys. I got to do a proposal right now. What, for work? No, my girlfriend. What, for marriage? Yeah, we booked it. So I got to go.
Yeah, she knows it's coming.
I told her I was meeting her there. Yeah.
Can't be late.
Actually, she's driving me. She's picking me up. Hey, honey, you got the ring, right? I didn't bring it. Get in, dummy.
Yeah, but that's kind of what it's come to, it sounds like.
Oh, man. Christy, now, this is even more bizarre. You said you didn't really get a proposal, so never mind about this. Your hubby saw a post or something, an ad that a hotel was doing one of those massive ceremony weddings with tons of people get married all at the same time. Okay, so now I'm super curious. How did he send that to you or tell you about it?
He sent it to me and he was like, hey, do you want to do this? And then we decided we were doing it.
He just sent you like what he saw on Facebook and said, hey, listen, a bunch of people are getting married. This sounds like fun. Either that or we can do a polar bear dip. Which one would you like?
Pretty much. That's what happened.
Do you want to spend the rest of your life with me? Or we can go and get really chilly in the water. I don't know. And maybe go for a tasting after. I mean,
I didn't want to get chilly in the water.
No, I guess not.
It was the lesser of two evils, wasn't it?
Yeah,
wow.
It sure was.
Man, you know what? Pro move on your husband's side there. That is
cool,
like,
actually.
Whatever. You don't want to spend the rest of your life. Whatever. I get it.
Don't open the link then. It's fine.
You're busy. I get it.
It's the Casey Clarke Show.
If you just popped in, we're talking about the quiet proposal or the quiet proposing. It's when you have all your ducks aligned. You've bought the ring. You've had the talk.
Yep.
You know what's going on, and then the proposal happens, but it happens on a planned time that everybody's well aware of.
Right, and even the proposal, I think most times with this idea is, it's just between the two of you. You're not in front of a ton of family and friends or strangers. You're just doing it quietly.
You send a text to mom and dad or whoever, say, hey, guess what? And you send the picture of the ring that you bought a couple of weeks ago jointly.
Yeah, like everyone knows what's going on when
Everybody
it happens.
knows.
Right.
Everybody knows. Yeah. I mean, listen, it's you know what? It's not for everybody.
I don't think it's for everyone. Exactly.
Right? Tiffany, you said, and I love this. You said, marriage is such an important event of your life. The agreement to enter into marriage is a joint decision. I think full communication is healthy and builds a strong foundation. Get all of that. And that's exactly what you guys did. And so it wasn't a surprise. So, and let me ask you, do you like surprises?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you don't like?
know what's coming.
You're one of those that don't like being surprised.
Yes. Okay.
Well, listen, lady, this is all making sense now.
Good.
You like order and structure, and there's nothing wrong with that. You like to know what you're getting into.
Absolutely.
Okay. No, that's
You've
good.
never been surprised for your birthday? Nothing?
Oh, no, I've been surprised, but I'm just saying, if you're going to enter into something like marriage, I don't think that there should be big surprises.
Okay.
Now, can I get personal with you? As if we're not already getting personal. Are you married?
Of course I am.
Okay. How was that proposal? Walk us through that.
Well, I picked out my own engagement ring, and we've been together for almost 15 years.
Yeah, you sure did.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Who proposed to who, though? I mean, is that a dumb question?
Proposed.
Okay, he did.
No,
Okay.
he proposed. Yeah.
Now, did you know it was coming, or was that a surprise?
I didn't know when it was coming, but we had talked about what our values were, what marriage would look like, whether we wanted to do this.
So every time in the last, let's say 2 weeks after that talk, every time he bent down to tie his shoe, you're like, aha!
Here we go.
He's like, no, Tiff, I'm just tying my shoe. Oh.
Not really.
Never mind. Every time
it wasn't really on my mind. We just...
Really?
It happened organically. Let's put it that way.
Aww.
The Casey Clarke Show.
This is the Casey Clarke Show.
All right, let's play easy trivia. In this corner, it's our friend Mandy, and in this corner, it's our friend Hillary. Ladies, easy trivia. 5 questions on the board. This is going to be super easy. Use your name as your buzzer, okay? So when you buzz in with your name and you give me the answer, if the answer is wrong, the other person will have a chance to steal. All right?
Okay.
All right, and guess what? This is easy trivia. This is Name That Movie edition. All right? All right, so we will give you a line from a movie, and then you have to buzz in with your name, and you got to tell us what movie that line is from, okay?
Okay.
Are we ready?
Yeah. Ready.
Easy trivia. Question number 1.
Oh, would you like me to do it?
No, I got it.
Okay.
I just had my different paper in front of me.
Okay.
Easy trivia. Question number 1. There's no crying in baseball.
Hillary. Mandy.
Hillary?
Oh my God. I'm blanking. Damn it.
All right. Mandy, you can steal.
A League of Their Own.
Okay.
There's no crying in baseball. There's no crying in baseball.
There it is.
That's it.
There it is.
League of Their Own. Nice.
Mandy steals that one. All right.
Good job.
Easy trivia. What movie is from this line? Just shut up. You had me at hello.
Mandy.
Ooh, that was tight. I think Hillary edged that out.
Hillary, give it a shot.
Jerry Maguire.
Just shut up. You had me at hello.
Yeah,
Jerry
nice.
Maguire. We got a tie game.
game.
We got a tie game
Good
right now.
one.
Okay. Easy trivia. It's Hillary versus Mandy. What movie is this line from? I'll never let go, Jack.
Mandy.
I think it was Mandy.
I think it's Mandy on that
These are
one.
so tight, though.
Mandy?
Titanic.
I will never let go, Jack.
Yeah.
Solid. Nice.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's you're up now 2-1, Mandy. All right.
All right.
Question number 4, Hillary versus Mandy. What movie is this line from? Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Hillary.
Hillary?
Mandy.
Hillary?
Dirty Dancing.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my gosh, we got it down to the last question. This is the last question, easy trivia.
My gosh.
Winner takes all. Okay? Last question.
Okay.
What movie is this line from? I see dead people.
Hillary.
Was it Mandy?
I think it was
Mandy.
yeah.
Mandy, go ahead.
Sixth Sense.
I see dead people.
There it is.
That would be it.
There it
That
is.
would be it.
Hang on. So it looks like the final score. I got Mandy 3, Hillary. I got 2, Mandy.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get
okay, but Hillary, you know what?
What?
You played such a great game that we should just... You win too.
Yeah, everybody
All right. You win too. All right. You both win.
Because it was so
It was tight.
close.
It's just
Oh
too
my
tight to
gosh.
call. Just too tight to call, ladies. And in fairness and love and war,
Yes.
I think this was the right thing to do.
And we can't afford photo finish technology,
we
so
don't know. We can't.
we just had to let both of you in.
We can't reverse this. Yeah, so
Casey Clarke Show.
This is the Casey Clarke Show.
if you just popped in, we got a text in from our friend Danielle who listens to the show, and I can't determine whether or not this is funny or mean.
I kind of love it a little bit. Danielle has worked in retail for a long time. You know how retail goes. Customers can be real nasty. So Danielle and her coworker decided next time someone's really rude to us, we're going to stage a firing. Basically make that customer feel bad.
Right.
Come on out and like, hey, because you're being mean, this person's going to get fired. Danielle pretended to get fired from her coworker and customer backtracked. I think it's awesome. I think it's something we've all dreamt of doing at some point in, fill in the blank of careers. It doesn't have to be retail. There's times where we all have to deal with nasty customers or clients, right?
Yeah, sure. I get why they did it. I don't know. I feel like it might be crossing one line too many. I don't know. I would feel uncomfortable doing it.
I think it's one of those things where you could talk a big game about it, right? Like, oh yeah, and then we'll pretend to fire you, blah, blah, blah. But then when push comes to shove, you'd be like, you know what? Never mind. I'll just go hide in the back.
See, I've always wanted to set up something at a restaurant and have somebody throw a drink in my face.
Just cuss.
To pretend.
Yeah.
Just to see the reaction of tables around us.
Oh.
Right? Kind of a social experiment.
That would be really cool.
Wouldn't
actually,
it? That would be kind of funny, right? This is kind of in the same lines, but there's more purpose to this than my stupid little gag, right?
Yeah, I don't know what yours is accomplishing.
No, nothing really. Nothing
at all.
Just pure reaction.
Okay.
This has a purpose to it, and that's what makes me, I guess, feel uncomfortable, is because it's being mean to somebody that's already being mean,
Yeah. And two wrongs don't always make a right.
Sometimes not, but I understand the appeal at the same time.
Yes.
That's why I'm literally, I don't know where to go on this one. Hillary, what do you think?
I'm a bit of a jokester.
So you see the appeal.
You wouldn't know that. I see the appeal of this. I play jokes on people all the time. I just don't know if it belongs in the workplace with the customers. With coworkers, yes. With the customers, eek. Because I would feel so sick.
Yeah. Yeah, with a coworker, sure. With a customer, you're right. I think that might be crossing the line a little bit. Yeah.
I think it's one of those things that's cool to talk about. Like, hey, what if next time a customer does this, we do that? But like to actually go and do it, that's a pretty far bridge. Yeah.
Yes, I think it depends on the customer. Like if they're like throwing nasty words out and like being really mean, maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
An avenue there.
Yeah.
The Casey Clarke Show.
If you just popped into the conversation, we're trying to help out our friend Danielle. And listen, I'm on the fence on this one.
Oh, I just think it's something that we've all dreamt of doing in some capacity. So she works in retail. Some customers can be nasty, as we all know. And so her and her coworker decided next time a customer is really mean to us, let's stage a firing to make the customer feel bad. And it worked. The customer backtracked, said, I was sorry. Oh my gosh, don't fire her on my account. And Danielle thought it was pretty genius, but upon telling others, they were like, yeah, that's sort of mean.
Yeah, I feel it's just crossing a line. One too many.
Yeah.
A little bit. I know it's funny. I get it.
Yeah. But like, how did we end up here? It's because people
are mean. I get it.
And maybe that's what you need to take a look at instead, Casey.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe you're right. Maybe. Carolyn, what do you think?
I don't think it's either. I'm going to give you a third option, and that is that if you treat people that way, then basically, you know what, you're seeing the consequences of you deciding to be mean to a person and just for the sake of it. I think it's good that they see what the consequences are going to be.
Yeah, what goes around comes around, right?
I see. So you're thinking that was good medicine for the customer to see.
Yeah, like I was totally on board with, we're going to fire someone. And it's like, oh no, I'm backing down. Them realizing, oh, geez, maybe I shouldn't just flap my mouth for no reason.
Right. You're trying to teach that customer a good lesson that you can't treat people like this because there's consequences. I get it. Yeah.
It takes you back to kindergarten.
Doesn't it, though? That's exactly it.
Yeah. Oh, Carolyn, you're the best. You really are. Okay, we appreciate you.
Have a great day.
See you. Bye.
Bye.
You too. Bye.
You're listening to The Casey Clarke Show.
I've been called a lot of things in my life, but cagey's never been one of them. If you just popped in, Sasha just called me cagey, and I thought that was great.
No. So here's the definition of it.
Okay.
Reluctant to give information owing to caution or suspicion, which is 1,000% exactly how I meant it.
That sounds like I'm under arrest.
Well, it just means that you're dodging the truth. And, we're talking about age here. And you are so weird about your age. And it's weird to me.
I like the term cagey better than weird.
Okay. Oh, and it's more accurate.
Because cagey is sexier than weird. Weird is just weird.
Sure.
Right? Weird.
There's no coming back.
No, there's no coming back.
You're right.
Weird is awfully weird. But cagey? I can do cagey.
Okay.
I love cagey.
So I'll ask you again.
You little sphinx, you're cagey.
How old are you?
About cagey?
No. What? How old are you?
About being cagey.
What year were you born? What year did you graduate?
What year did I graduate? Well, I've only actually graduated one thing.
What year did you graduate that one thing
that
in
one
high
thing?
school?
That's the only thing I graduated.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't that crazy?
Right. What year was that?
That's dumb. I should have graduated a lot more than that.
No, it actually checks out.
yeah, you're not wrong.
You didn't know what cagey meant, so there you go.
Remember that? Remember those times?
It was so cute.
Oh, is that a great thing? What does cagey mean again? Oh, okay. Eddie, so what do you think about the age thing and saying it? Does it weird you out or you don't care?
I don't think it's a big deal, to be honest. Like, I know you're 43 years old, Casey, but,
What?
It's not a bad thing. So.
Eddie, keep talking, babe.
Eddie, you're being too nice.
Keep talking, my friend. Keep talking.
I'm kidding. Well, for me, I get a lot of people thinking I'm in my 30s, and I'm actually in my 50s. So.
Wow.
Bravo, my
friend. So it's something to be proud of, for sure.
It is. Mm-hmm. I wear a hat, so it doesn't show.
Oh.
But when I take the hat off, it shows a little more my age.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is. So
morning shows my age. Also late afternoon.
Yeah, when you're ready for your nap.
Also first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty stiff in the morning.
Oh, so. Eddie, don't even start with me. Gosh. Oh, my God.
It's the Casey Clarke Show.
So does age, is it a thing for you? A survey out there is asking, is it a big deal whether you tell people your ages or not? And I think for me, it really boils down to the crowd,
Sure.
The scene.
And the
vibe.
You're strange about your age.
I know, I'm strange.
Can I ask you? So you don't have to tell me how old you are. I'm fine.
Okay.
Oh, you successfully sidestepped it. Good for you.
All right.
But on a scale of 1 to 10, try this for size. How uncomfortable are you talking about how old you are?
10 being the best and 1
being the most uncomfortable.
I'm most uncomfortable being 10. And least uncomfortable being number 1. But see, that doesn't number 1 means you're number 1. So that scale?
What are you doing?
That scale doesn't make any sense to me.
So you're a 10 out of 10 uncomfortable talking about your age.
Is that the most or the least?
The most uncomfortable.
Why can't I be? See, it should be number 1. If I was number 1, that's the most uncomfortable.
No, it's the least
I'm
uncomfortable.
Number 1. I'm the number 1.
You know what? Maybe you're not uncomfortable about your age. I think you're just really bad with numbers.
I could be too.
I think you just can't do the math.
I get
you just can't do it.
And letters.
All of it.
Letters and numbers, Dave. I can't figure it out. Okay, so when it comes to your age, is it a weird thing for you or not?
After I became 25, my age is just a number.
So you'll tell anyone that asks you, and you'll be honest about it?
I'm 44 years old.
There it is.
Never been kissed. I get it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Never been kissed.
Yeah. No, I'm just still waiting to somebody to take your hand and lead you to the dance floor.
Yep. I don't know. It doesn't bother me because, I look older than I am. And they're like, no, you're not 44. And I'm like, yeah, I really am. So it doesn't bother me about my age, but I know a lot of people are sensitive about their age.
Wait a minute. You think you look older than 44? Is that what you said?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I look aged.
Wow.
You led a hard life.
Wow, you're weathered, are you?
Yeah.
And I started turning gray at 35.
Makes sense now.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Casey Clarke Show.
Okay, let's play quick draw. Now, in this corner is our friend Christy, and the other corner is our friend Connor.
Yeah, we're here.
Do it.
Okay, so with quick draw, I'm going to ask you 5 questions, like name something you would see at the grocery store that starts with the letter B, and you come up with
Bananas.
Whatever. Banana. And I will accept the quickest and most, the answer that makes the most sense, okay?
Okay.
And you don't have to buzz in or anything.
Yeah,
just shouting out your answer.
Just blurt it out.
Is how we do it.
Blurt it out.
Okay.
Don't be shy.
Okay, here we go. Question 1, quick draw. Name something you'd bring to a potluck that starts with the letter... Wait, I have to give it a letter.
Well, Connor, eh? He's just shooting the shark there, hey?
Name something you'd bring to a potluck, okay, that starts with the letter R.
Rotisserie chicken.
Ravioli bites.
Wow. That's some really complex. Roastery chicken?
Rotisserie.
Rotisserie chicken?
Sounds like a great potluck, honestly.
Wow.
Gourmet. Both really good answers, but yeah, Christy, you definitely went to the punch there. So 1-0 for Christy. Question 2 in quick draw. What's something you'd put in a briefcase that starts with the letter G?
Glasses.
Ooh.
Gee, I heard grasses.
I heard glasses, which is probably what Christy said. Oh.
Yeah, I said glasses,
Oh,
too.
you both said it.
You know what?
I think it's a tie.
I would give them both a point.
Yeah.
How about that?
Okay.
How about
both pretty much at the same time.
Yeah, okay.
Question 3, Christy's up 2-1. What's a way you might greet someone that starts with the letter W?
Welcome.
Wave.
Oh my gosh, those are so good.
Ooh.
Christy. Nice. No, I wanted someone to say, what's up?
You could have done that too. Yeah, that's a good one.
But both very good answers. Question 4, what's something you might see in the sky that starts with the letter H?
Helicopter.
A helium balloon.
Whoa.
These are so good. Christy, you are fast too.
Dang.
Okay, Christy's up 4-1. Last question in quick draw. Name something in your home that starts with the letter L.
Laptop.
A lamp.
Laptop and a lamp.
Those are all good. Christy, again.
Christy, I don't know. We might have to bar
doodle.
you from this game.
Yeah, you're not allowed to play anymore.
I don't think we can.
Christy had an unfair advantage. I don't know what it was, but it was unfair.
I don't know either. Okay, so guess what, Christy?
All I do is win, no matter what. Put that money in my mind. I can never get enough.
Hey, Connor, though. Listen, there is no shame in your performance today.
Yeah.
Okay?
You had some real good answers, too.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Connor. Sorry, buddy. You're a champ, though. And listen, in my eyes, you're a champ. All right? See you, Connor.
I appreciate that.
All
Have
right.
a great day, guys.
You too. Okay, so, well, Christy, you and your big fat brain.
No kidding.
Huh?
The Casey Clarke Show.
This is the Casey Clarke Show.
From this website called studyfinds.org. This is, I don't know if this is right or not. Just 40% of us would be willing to donate an organ to a family member.
Ooh, so 60% would not.
There's no way. Yeah.
Way.
There's just no way.
Yikes.
Now, when you say family member, like how deep do we go?
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, is it your third cousin twice removed?
Yeah, beat it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. And I mean, I think that different organ donations require a little more out of the donor, in a preparatory sense.
Right.
So you have to also gauge how much you're willing to go through in order to donate your organ.
Like, what do you mean? Like, if you needed an organ from me, I got to do more work than you do?
I think we both have to prepare our bodies in some sort of way. I had a friend that donated her kidney to her mother.
Yeah.
So she was in that 40% that would.
Well, technically your mom kind of owns it.
You're so right.
You know what I mean?
So she was just giving it back.
Sort of.
I get it. But I think she went through like a 1.5 process of preparing her body and just, eating right and doing all the things that honestly you should be doing anyway. But it can be a tough thing to put your body through, especially if maybe you've been treating your organs not so well and you have
then
to
why do you want it? I don't want yours.
Yeah.
I want the one who's been treating
want
themselves.
The good one.
Yeah,
of course.
You're living a healthy, clean life. Look at him. There's no way.
Well, and they have to get approved first. It's a whole thing. So really, it's not just that urban legend of waking up in a bathtub of ice and someone takes out your kidney.
Really? Because I can't think 60% of us would not do this for a family member.
No.
There's no way.
Because you would easily donate organs to your wife.
Oh, I would take a bullet.
Yeah.
Never mind donate.
And your kids, obviously.
1,000%.
But what about, let's say, Tracy, your sister?
My oldest sister?
That's a tough one. I know.
Is it? No, it's not tough.
But you sort of see where the 60% comes in, hey?
I would do it. How sick is she?
She needs a new liver or kidney. She's pretty sick.
Okay. I was just asking. Is she like bedridden?
Yes.
Or can she get around?
No. She's bedridden.
Yeah.
She needs your help. She needs it now.
Is she still ordering Uber Eats, or is she unconscious? Like she's not. She watching Wheel of Fortune, or is it like it's like out? I can't.
I think somewhere in between.
Okay. All right. Fine.
So?
Fine, I will.
You'll donate an organ to your sister. That's so sweet.
Which organ?
Kidney.
Okay.
You only need one.
I don't. Yeah. The other one hurts anyway.
Okay.
She can have that
She
one.
can have that one. Good.
Yeah, it'll be fine. So I would do it.
That's good.
But you're going further down the tree than... Yeah, listen, your tree doesn't go so far. So that's not fair.
It's okay. Sorry.
You'd say, yeah, of course I'd do it
Of course I do. Of course I would.
Oh, garbage.
The Casey Clarke Show.
According to the website studyfinds.org, they did a study in a survey on family members and friends. Only 39% of us polled would be willing to donate an organ to a family member or friend.
That is awful,
Yeah.
I think. And I think we're just starting to maybe realize that it does take a lot to donate an organ. It's not just cutting yourself open and chucking up some liver.
Chucking up some liver?
I don't know. I was trying to make it sound romantic.
Cool.
Yes, both actually. But you do have to get your body prepared.
Yeah.
You have to be in the hospital. Like, it's a whole thing. So maybe some of us just feel like it's
too much
effort. By the way, I don't feel that way. I would donate anything and everything whenever needed.
Take it to a yard sale,
right? Take it. Honestly, I'll donate my limbs. It doesn't matter.
Every Saturday, Sasha has the yard sale of her bodies. It's like, what do you need? I'm just going to throw it out in the front yard.
I'm going to chuck it.
Right? I'm going to put it in the front driveway on a table.
Yeah.
You just come by and...
I'll have it on ice. Like, I'm not a lunatic.
You know what? Make an offer.
Yeah. I'm really hard up for cash right now.
I don't know. I'll have to put the back seat down. I'm sure it'll fit.
How big do you think my legs are?
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know. Okay, so Anne, the same thing. Would you donate an organ to a family member?
No.
Well, you wouldn't do it?
I don't think I would.
Wow.
No way.
I don't know. I've had too many surgeries. Oh, maybe I would. It depends on the family member. I have 5 brothers to choose from. So yeah.
Okay, so you have wait. You have 5 brothers?
Yes, I do.
So you're same. See, I have 5 siblings as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so
are you the only boy?
I am no. It's 3 and 3.
Yeah, it's 5 and 1.
Okay. So which brother would you not do it for?
Oh, I'm not telling you.
Okay, but there is one.
But he knows.
But
he
there
knows.
is one. This is what I'm saying.
He knows.
Sasha was making fun of me when she said would you donate to my oldest sister, Tracy? I'm like, well, I mean, I would.
Well,
I mean, if it's life-threatening, of course I would.
Sure, okay.
But if it's just so that she can go, I don't know, to bingo.
Yeah.
She needs a new liver just so she
to go
can
to bingo.
make bingo.
Oh, they don't want my liver.
Yeah, maybe I think about it a little harder. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
You know, my drive to work is only 7 minutes, and you guys are the best 7 minutes of my life.
Oh, you know
you're
what?
so sweet.
You are amazing. This is dumb that we're talking right now.
You're listening to the Casey Clarke Show.
We are playing Finish the Lyric, and we're going to play with our friend Amanda. Now, Amanda, we're going to put the focus on the top nominees at this year's ACMs. It's the 60th annual ACM Awards. Ella Langley, she's up for 8 awards. Cody Johnson, Morgan Wallen, both nominated for 7, and Lainey Wilson nominated for 6. So what we're going to do, we're going to play 4 clips. You need to only finish the lyrics correctly to 2 of them. Okay?
Okay.
That's it. That's 2.
That's it.
You just need 50%.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I think so. As ready as I'm going to be.
All right.
Okay.
Amanda, finish the lyric. Here we go.
Excuse me, you look like you love me.
Okay. Excuse me, you look like you love me. You look like you want me to come on home and be.
You look like you want me to want you to come on home.
Oh, so close.
So close.
That was not, you're saying you want me, you want you. You switched that one word.
Yeah.
You want me to want you. I think I just suck at singing.
No.
You know what? You know, let's park that one for a second. Can we give her a half mark for that?
Yeah. I was thinking that too.
Okay, you got a 0.5 on that one, okay? All right.
Okay.
Amanda, finish the lyric, song number 2.
If you got a chance, take it while you got a chance. If you got a dream, chase it.
'Cause a dream won't chase you back.
'Cause a dream won't chase you back.
There we go. Yes.
That's a full point right there.
Full point. Cody Johnson is a great
So
song.
good.
And okay, we're gonna get you at a full point. You're at 1.5.
Nice.
We're looking. You just need a 0.5 now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all you need. You just need a 0.5 to win. You got 2 songs left. This is song number 3 on Finish the Lyric.
I had some help. It ain't like I can make this kind of mess all by myself. Don't act like you ain't helped me pull that bottle off the shelf. Been deep in every weekend, if you couldn't tell.
If you couldn't tell, I had some help.
Oh.
They say teamwork makes the dream work. Hell, I had some help.
You missed a bit of a section there. Okay. That's okay. That's okay.
Okay. Oh, man. This comes down to this last song, okay? So you can win if you get like half of it.
Or just do the whole thing.
Okay.
Like, you got it.
So I'm just trying to get the pressure down a little bit, all right?
Okay.
This is song number 4. Finish the lyric for the win.
Too young to know what love was, but we were learning on the sweet bus. There's never nothing like the first time, and mine's always gonna taste like
watermelon moonshine.
Say that again.
Watermelon moonshine.
Watermelon moonshine.
Everybody hands go up, hey, showtime. And they stay there, and they stay there.
officially 2.5.
Yeah. We only needed 2, but you
Yeah.
got that extra little 0.5 just to show off.
Yeah.
I was sweating and I was not working out.
Well, congratulations, Amanda. Well done. Hang on 2 seconds.
It's the Casey Clarke Show.
The toughest month of the year to parent a child. And it bubbled up to be May.
Yeah. And I mean, it does make sense when you break it down because your kids at this point in time are probably getting pretty antsy. They want to get to summer holidays. They want to get school over and done with. They're studying really hard to finish up the school year, or you hope anyway.
Yeah.
And you're also starting to think ahead to, okay, when are we going to road trip? When are we going to visit grandparents? You're trying to coordinate your summer plans.
Yeah.
So there's just a lot to do. Oh, and then especially if your kids are in extracurricular activities and you're organizing, volleyball camps and sleepaway camps and everything like that. Like there is
Sleepaway
a lot
camps.
to plan
I
for.
love those sleepaway camps. What'd you learn? Just to sleep.
It's the making of every good horror movie, honestly.
Yeah, we're doing a sleepaway camp. We're taking applications right now. Yeah, I'll put my kid in a sleepaway camp. Here we go. Where is that?
My parents sent me to sleepaway camps all the time.
What is a sleepaway camp?
That's where it's not just a day camp. You go and you
it's
sleep
like
somewhere else.
Oh, it's an overnight camp, like it's a camp.
It's a camp.
I thought you just went there to go find your sleep.
No, it's a sleep away. You sleep in a cabin away from your parents. They get rid of you for a week or 2.
So today's agenda, we're going to tell boring stories to see who dozes off first.
Yeah. Hey, that sounds great.
That's a sleepaway camp. I would think that it would be further on in the year. I'm just trying to think too with this survey. I would like to see it broken down into sections of high school students, middle school, and elementary.
Definitely.
Right?
Yes.
Who's kidding who? If you go to any elementary school right now, I would say now in the next 2 to 3 weeks, you ain't doing anything.
Oh gosh, no! You're watching movies,
movie after movie. It's track and field day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You're doing classes outside. You're not learning anything.
Exactly.
You're just kind of picking at grass.
Yeah, right. You're looking at the clouds.
Yeah.
You know what? You're all in a line walking somewhere.
You don't know where you're going, but you're just going.
It doesn't matter, right? So, but if junior high could understand if you're middle school, if you're in kind of grade 9, 8 in that ballpark. High school, all bets are off. High school, it's same.
Yeah.
High school, you want out.
Oh my gosh.
High school, you're burnt out. You got the stress of trying final exams.
And then figuring out colleges.
Grade 12, you're a basket.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just crazy. It's nuts. So I would like to see that broken down.
Yeah. I get that. Kids are very different depending on the age.
Yeah, I would think so. So what do you think is the most difficult month to parent your child?
It's the Casey Clarke Show.
If you just rolled into the show, according to a new study, I don't even know where they got this information from. Sasha had this in her info dump that the toughest month of the year to parent your child is May.
Yeah, because your kids are getting antsy, ready for the school year to finally be over. Plus, you're inundated with trying to figure out your summer plans, and probably your work schedule can really amp up.
Mine's a mess.
Oh, I know. May's tough.
Oh, it's a mess for
a
me.
lot of parents.
I got so many things. I got balls in the air, plates spinning.
Right.
I got things on the floor.
Why would May be so tough for you?
Oh, it's chaotic. I just, things I got to sign. Things I got to put away, things I got to take out.
Okay.
It's just crazy.
Things you got to put back in after you take it out.
It's a whirlwind. It's a whirlwind.
Okay.
It's too much.
So you get it.
Oh,
May's tough.
Don't I? Or, Barb, I was thinking maybe, I don't know, August. Too. That's a tough month. What about you?
Yeah, I would have to say probably August.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're kind of like the shine of summer is starting to wear off and you're like, oh my gosh, can you just go back to school, please?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going a little bananas, right?
Right, because they're getting bored.
Well, I was going to say the phrase, I'm bored, comes out.
Ugh, the worst.
Yeah.
And you're like, jump on your bike and get lost. And I'm saying that with love.
I had 4, and definitely the August.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Toughest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Barb, you've been a
All right.
blast. Appreciate you.
No problem. Have a great day, guys.
You
as
too.
well. See you, Barb. Bye.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
The Casey Clarke Show.
This has been another episode of the Casey Clarke Show's weekly podcast, giving you company on demand. So whenever you need us, we're here, but not like in a creepy, desperate, weird way, I promise. This episode is hosted and produced by Casey Clarke and me, Sasha. You can follow along with our show on Instagram at The Casey Clarke Show. Give us each a follow, too. Casey can be found at Casey Clarke. I'm Sasha B. Spencer. If you have any topics you'd love for us to discuss, any stories for the good stuff, any other questions, comments, or concerns, DM us on our socials.